What it is, y'all. Y'all already know, man. It's another episode, Culture Talk TV, episode 36, man. And y'all already know it's the host with the most, Tim the Official, Mr. Media, Content Man. And tonight's episode is sponsored to you not only by Show Enough Oysters, but D1H Apparel and promotional team goes out to street billboards. And our corporate sponsors, of course, are Tree Culture Studios. And tonight is a special one, and it's a different one. Tonight I got my boy in the building, the real, not just Pompano Jim, the real Pompano Jim, man. How you doing, brother?
Appreciate that, brother.
Yes, sir.
I'm
Yes,
good, man.
sir. Okay,
Got
okay.
Pompano Gym and Culture Talk TV, man.
That
Who would have
part,
thought?
that part.
Who
So,
would have thought?
honestly, who would have thought? So now we done linked up. So let us, learn a little about you, man. So where are you born and raised from?
Sure, man. First of all, thank you for having me.
For sure.
As far as where I was born and raised, I'm from Broward.
Okay.
Born and raised in Broward.
Yes.
Grew up like Deerfield, Pompano. Went to Pompano Beach High School. I'm from here.
Okay.
I'm from here, so hence the name, the real Pompano Gym.
Understood.
But yeah, my family, they came from the Northeast though. They were snowbirds. They came down from Boston and New York. So I have a Bostonian dad, and my mom's family was from New York, but they ended up with a Broward boy.
Oh,
they had me down here.
Okay. So what did you get into for fun back in the day? Like, what was your thing?
Without a doubt, sports, man. My first love, hands down, was sports. Basketball, football, baseball. But baseball is where I took it serious. A lot of people don't know. I took it as far as I could. I even went to college to play baseball.
Damn.
So there's a lot more to the story. It wasn't all rainbows and happy times, but yeah, when I was younger, sports, hands down.
Definitely. Okay, so now as just getting older and let's say wiser, what are some of the things that you chose to do after sports, like for entertainment purposes? Like, how did you entertain yourself after sport?
So I'll kind of go off on the side, right? Even, complete sidebar. What I wanted to do with the Pompano Gym page, yes, I'm doing food, but a lot of my story, a lot of my personal story, that after sports, that window from sports till now, it wasn't all pretty. I'm a guy in recovery. I'm in recovery, drugs and alcohol. So
Right.
to be honest, man, if I'm being brutally honest, my authentic self, I was up and down like a roller coaster from probably the age of 20 when I stopped playing baseball in college till almost about 30. I'm 33 now. So it was about a 10-year gap of build it all up, the job, the girl, to this, and then tear it all down. And it was, it was hectic. But, one thing, to your point, was food. I always worked in hospitality, whether I was a server or a busser or whatever. And I worked for a couple of really good guys, and I fell in love with the chaos of the restaurant life, chaotic. And, I would say my love after baseball, other than all the crazy stuff I mentioned, had been food.
Had to be food.
For sure.
Okay.
Had to be food.
So, speaking on that, since that's a a very serious time in your life, like you're saying, your 20s. So, what gave you the courage or motivation to shift out of that current spiral that you were exhibiting?
Yeah. No, that's a good question. I could probably give you 100 answers, man, but truthfully, I had a really difficult time breaking the cycle because on the outside, right, Jared, my real name is Jared, he could hold it together. Like if you saw me, oh, he's doing good, man. He's got a car, he's got a job, he's not struggling. And for years, I thought because I could do that kind of stuff, I didn't have a problem, right? So I know there's a lot of people out there I talk to like, oh man, but my life's good. Yeah, but you're still doing X, Y, Z every day.
Right.
And for me, my biggest struggle was humbling myself enough to say, like, I don't know how to stop this. And where I'm going with that was it took about 10 years of really bad stuff having to happen for me to wake up. And to your question, what did I have to do or what happened? A lot of it was family, man. When my family, they were watching me kill myself, right? And I want to step back. This hat and this shirt and the antics and the Pompano Gym stuff that you see on my Instagram, that's me. I'm a goofball at heart.
Okay.
But there's something behind that, right? And the goal of the page is to promote businesses, of course, and help small business, but to eventually, it's like a Trojan horse, right? Sneak our way in and then try to help other people. Because the sports is cool, the food is cool, but my struggles with addiction and being where I'm at today, I have a little over 2 years sober, completely sober, which is a miracle for someone like me. You know, I was, if I'm being brutally honest, I was into the hard stuff, not just the party drugs.
Right, understood.
And, the goal is to give back. So, if people are watching this podcast and they see my Instagram page and like, oh man, there goes Pompano Gym, man, his life. Or it wasn't always like this. 2 years ago, if you saw me, Tim, if you saw me, you'd be like, I don't know if I want to be around Pompano Gym.
And a lot, I would say a lot of great men have sort of the same type of stories, because you have to go through troubling times to find the good times. It's hard to appreciate good things if you only receive good, or you only been through good things, or good things only been handed to you. But when you actually know, dang, I've been at the bottom. So when something good comes, you're like, this is better than the bottom for sure. You know what I mean? So it gives you that courage to, you know what, let me keep going and let me keep getting better. And then, like you said, 2 years clean, brother. And that's a big thing. And, because a lot of people struggle with their own struggles. And like you said, they don't admit it.
Yeah.
And that's the issue. And that makes a person live with it forever.
Yeah.
And that makes a person not grow out of it. You know what I mean? So, man, that's definitely a story though, bro. And to hear the fact that you're moving with the food to grab attention, but it's like a Trojan horse because you have a plan that actually, once you get, nice and big, then you can say, hey, let's push this mental health. Let's push,
correct.
So
100%.
Yes, sir.
You're spot on. And obviously, disclaimer, I still am doing food. I'm not stopping food anytime soon. But, I found that the people on the internet, right? I'm new to this Instagram, TikTok, YouTube thing. I'm still new. I'm about 6 months in.
Dang.
And I find that the people with the biggest pages and the biggest following are authentic, just blood raw. Yeah. And I know there's somebody watching. There's going to be somebody watching who's sitting at home right now. They're going to be scrolling and they're struggling. And they're going to be like, Pompano Gym. I know he looks crazy, but he's got to, reach out. Reach out. So if I can be honest, that will help the next guy to be honest, guy or girl. But
that's for sure. And I love the message. I love the positivity and the mindset that you clearly have right now. I like you said, I didn't know you 2 years back then, but just hearing you talk now and seeing your presence, it's a legit man. You're handling your business. That's the reason me and you actually did link, is because your Instagram caught my attention. Like, I want you to tell the audience about that. Like, what gave you that edge or that idea to say, you know what, I'm gonna do food, but I'm gonna do it different than everybody?
Yeah. All right. Good. I was waiting for this one. So first off, shout out to Lauren. You know Lauren. That's my girlfriend. She's in all the videos. She helps edit. She helps film. She helps do everything. She's not here tonight. But me and her, to your question, went on a trip to Thailand. And, the trip to Thailand was inspired by a restaurant named Larb. I'm going to plug Larb, my favorite restaurant in Broward.
Shout out.
Shout out Larb. And their food was so good. And they come from a region of Thailand called Chiang Mai. And we decided to book a trip. I had never left the country. I'm newly sober. I just got a passport. I barely left Broward, let alone the country, to Thailand. So we went to Thailand and we just started taking videos. And we were doing the food videos that you see a lot of people making, panning of the restaurant, showing the sign, taking a bite. And our friends and family watched it and they liked it. They're like, oh, they're making videos. How cute is that, right? And if I could be honest, it was pissing me off. I'm like, man, I want to actually do this. And, I had a couple friends, guys I'd worked with in the past. Shout out to Mike is Eating. I seen Mike is Eating doing it. I'm like, let me try that. And the idea behind the page was, there's a million people doing food. We have to do it completely different. Completely different. So don't get me wrong, I'm a goofball, but the antics, the eyes, the bites, the growling, the snarling, the drooling, the sauce on my face, the stuff that makes you cringe and, oh, I hate this guy. I hate this Pompano Jim. That's what we were going for. Right?
Well, okay, so what made you like even attempt that, or or even think that would be a good idea?
All right, I have the specific moment. So we probably made about 30 videos that did really nothing. And they were pretty basic. I was clean. It was a normal video. And the day we decided to do the crazy bites and the being messy was at Midnight Cookies and Cream. Shout out Midnight Cookies and Cream. You know, I went in and paid for the food. At this point, I wasn't getting free food and all that kind of stuff. And I told Lauren, I said, you're going to hate me, but like, we're about to make a mess in here. And respectfully make a mess, right? I always try to respect the restaurant. But we made the Midnight Cookies and Cream video. This is going to be crazy, but I took the milkshake. We had a big milkshake. I sucked it up in the straw. And I'm like, Lauren, you got to take one for the team. And it went all over her. And it was for a 0.7 of a second clip, right? The hook. How do we catch the audience's attention?
Yeah.
Right? I'm giving free game right now, but how do we catch their attention? That caught their attention. And we were like, oh, that's what they want to see. So if we can catch your attention with that and then do, the rest of the video, make it informative, now we're good. But unfortunately, we had to, I had to get messy a lot of the times. It's a double-edged sword.
This episode is brought to you by Tree Culture Entertainment in conjunction with Sixt Rental Cars. Make your reservation using the link below in the bio and get 15% off your next rental. Whether compact, hybrid, premium, or luxury SUV, Sixt has all the vehicles for all your needs and all the lengths of time that you need. Book anytime using our link provided and get 15% off. Rent the car of your dreams with Sixt.